Have you ever noticed how some individuals effortlessly command respect, while others, despite their relentless efforts, find it frustratingly elusive? It's a harsh truth, but one we must confront. Respect cannot be demanded. It must be earned. And it isn't earned through superficial gestures or fleeting actions. It is forged in the crucible of our character. Today, we're diving deep into how the habits we cultivate daily shape the respect we attract, and why the greatest barriers to earning respect often lie within ourselves. In this exploration, we'll uncover overlooked habits that wield immense power over how we are perceived by others. We'll draw wisdom from Stoicism, a timeless philosophy rooted in self-mastery, virtue, and perspective, to unlock tools for transforming our lives from the inside out. Whether you're a seasoned practitioner of Stoicism or new to its principles, this journey will challenge your assumptions and inspire meaningful change in how you approach earning respect. If you're ready to embark on this transformative path, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with anyone who shares your passion for personal growth and philosophical insight. Stay with me until the end, as we'll tackle thought-provoking questions that will stretch your current perspectives, and that's where true growth begins. Let's dive in and discover how to live lives worthy of respect and admiration. Let's start with a habit that subtly but significantly undermines the respect you deserve: making excuses. Why does this matter? Because excuses do more than rob us of opportunities to demonstrate reliability. They reveal how we view ourselves and our commitments. From a Stoic lens, making excuses is akin to surrendering control of our lives. Every time we offer an excuse, we're conceding that external circumstances hold more sway over us than our own agency. Yet Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control external events, we have absolute power over how we respond to them. As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Each excuse we make chips away at our sense of agency. Consider those moments when you've been late to a meeting or missed a deadline. How tempting it is to blame traffic, technical glitches, or the vague, "I got caught up." But what message are we sending with these justifications? We're implying that external forces dictate our actions, absolving ourselves of responsibility. This habit erodes respect because it paints us as unreliable and incapable of managing our commitments. However, here's the transformative Stoic insight. When we stop making excuses and embrace full accountability, acknowledging mistakes without deflecting blame, a profound shift occurs. People begin to see us as dependable, trustworthy, and resilient. Stoicism doesn't demand perfection. It champions accountability. And in accountability lies the foundation of respect. To break free from the habit of making excuses, self-awareness is key. When things go awry, pause and assess the situation honestly. What could you have done differently? How can you grow from this experience? By replacing excuses with candid reflection, you cultivate stronger self-discipline. And with discipline comes respect, not only from others, but also from yourself. Now, let's turn our attention to another stealthy adversary: procrastination. This habit doesn't merely hinder productivity, it silently sabotages the respect others have for us. It's easy to dismiss procrastination as harmless, a mere delay, but in truth, it reflects how we manage our time, priorities, and responsibilities. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's a choice to prioritize comfort over action, ease over progress. The Stoics understood that living in harmony with nature means acting decisively, for life moves forward whether we choose to act or not. As Seneca astutely observed, while we are postponing, life speeds by. These words resonate deeply when we examine procrastination's toll. Procrastination often stems from fear of failure, fear of the effort required, or even fear of success. But Stoicism equips us to face these fears with courage. It urges us to take rational, deliberate action, even when discomfort looms. When we procrastinate, we forfeit the chance to demonstrate virtue, the very qualities that earn us respect. We push aside the things we know we should do, and in doing so, let opportunities slip through our fingers while eroding the trust others place in us. When we procrastinate, we signal to the world and to ourselves that our promises are hollow, that reliability isn't a trait we value. And without reliability, respect becomes an uphill battle. But here's the beacon of hope. Stoicism provides a timeless remedy: discipline. Marcus Aurelius once urged us to live as though each act might be our last, free from distraction or hesitation. To conquer procrastination, begin with clarity. Define your purpose. Why does this task matter? Break it into smaller pieces, transforming mountains into molehills. This not only dismantles the paralysis of overwhelm, but also builds unstoppable momentum. With every small victory, your confidence grows, and you reclaim control over your life. Embrace the now. Act decisively. By adopting this Stoic mindset, you step out of the shadow of delay and into the light of action. You become someone who embodies integrity, a person others instinctively admire and respect. As you nurture these Stoic habits, each day becomes an opportunity to sculpt your character, take ownership of your choices, and earn the esteem you deserve. Perfection isn't the goal. Instead, focus on embodying virtues like discipline, accountability, and courage. These qualities will magnetize respect from yourself and from those around you. Every moment spent procrastinating is a moment wasted, a chance to grow squandered. The longer we wait, the more we betray our potential. Yet within us lies the power to shatter this cycle. Commit today to confront procrastination boldly. Prioritize what truly matters, understand the weight of your responsibilities, and act with unwavering consistency. In doing so, you honor not just yourself, but also inspire those around you. Dependability is rare in a world drowning in distractions. Be the person who values time, commitment, and integrity, and watch as trust flows naturally toward you. Another insidious habit threatens our growth: the relentless pursuit of external validation. Too many of us tether our self-worth to the opinions of others, craving their approval to feel enough. We seek applause to validate our intelligence, talent, or worthiness. But Stoicism warns us this dependency weakens us. True freedom arises when we recognize what lies within our control, and the approval of others is not among them. Relying on external validation is like handing someone else the reins to your destiny. It leaves us adrift, at the mercy of shifting winds of opinion. The result? A life riddled with disappointment and dependence. When we turn inward for validation, everything changes. Self-assurance replaces insecurity. Independence supplants neediness. This inner strength commands respect because people see someone anchored by conviction and unshaken by fleeting praise. They admire the ability to make decisions rooted in personal values, not societal applause. So how do we break free from the need for validation? Stoicism offers guidance. Shift your focus inward. Measure your worth not by others' opinions, but by your actions. Are you living according to your principles? Are you proud of the person staring back at you in the mirror? Use these reflections as your compass. Set goals that resonate with your true self, untainted by the noise of external expectations. Foster internal validation by aligning your efforts with your deepest values. In time, you'll find that the respect you sought externally was always waiting to bloom from within. Building a strong foundation of self-respect liberates you from the need for external validation. One powerful Stoic practice that fosters this inner strength is reflection. Each day, take a moment to ask yourself, are my actions aligning with the person I aspire to become? By consistently posing this question, you fortify your internal compass, empowering yourself to trust your judgment and rise above distractions from the outside world. Embracing Stoic indifference toward things beyond our control can be profoundly freeing. When we release the weight of others' opinions, we redirect our focus to what truly matters: our growth, decisions, and efforts. The only validation that holds real power is the one we grant ourselves. Once you internalize this truth, you step into a version of yourself that is stronger, more resilient, and deeply respected. Now let's explore personal growth, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Growth isn't merely about acquiring new skills or expanding knowledge. It's about evolving into the finest version of yourself. It's an unending journey of self-improvement. Yet, neglecting this growth is all too easy. It often manifests as staying within the confines of comfort, shying away from challenges, or drifting through life without purpose. The Stoics, however, view life itself as an opportunity for growth, where every moment presents a chance to surpass yesterday's self. As Seneca wisely put it, as long as you live, keep learning how to live. Stagnation, in the eyes of the Stoics, is a conscious choice, one that contradicts the essence of existence, to learn, adapt, and evolve. When people witness your unwavering commitment to personal growth, whether it's mastering new skills, confronting fears, or pushing boundaries, they naturally hold you in higher regard. They see someone who takes initiative, values their potential, and respects themselves enough to invest in their future. So, how do we ensure we don't neglect our growth? The Stoic practice of daily self-reflection is indispensable. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I do today to move closer to the person I want to be? Whether it's gaining new knowledge, facing a fear, or honing a skill, these incremental steps compound into remarkable progress over time. Growth often demands stepping out of comfort zones, a principle the Stoics wholeheartedly endorse. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the obstacle in the path becomes the path. The challenges you encounter are not barriers, but opportunities for transformation. Moreover, Stoicism underscores the importance of mentorship and learning from others. Surround yourself with mentors, engage with diverse perspectives, and immerse yourself in environments that challenge your assumptions. This accelerates your evolution and deepens your understanding of both the world and yourself. Set goals that prioritize growth, whether they pertain to emotional intelligence, intellectual development, or physical well-being. Break these goals into actionable steps and commit to consistent improvement. The Stoic ethos isn't about achieving perfection, but embracing continual progress. When you dedicate yourself to personal growth, you honor your potential, and in doing so, command respect from those around you. People admire individuals who refuse mediocrity and strive for excellence, not out of vanity, but from a genuine desire to fulfill their highest potential. Finally, honesty stands as a pillar of Stoic integrity. Truthfulness, to ourselves and others, is what anchors us. Dishonesty, whether through small lies or embellished truths, erodes character and diminishes the respect others have for us. The Stoic ideal is to live authentically, embracing the truth no matter how challenging it may seem. By doing so, we remain true to ourselves and inspire others to follow suit. Acting with integrity earns admiration for your courage and steadfast commitment to truth. In essence, the path to becoming the best version of yourself is paved with self-respect, personal growth, and honesty. These principles not only elevate your character, but also inspire profound respect from those who witness your journey. By embracing the timeless principles of Stoicism, you not only fortify your character, but also inspire admiration and trust in those around you. With every step forward guided by integrity and purpose, you carve out a life that others look up to, a beacon of authenticity. Every seemingly minor act of dishonesty, no matter how trivial it may seem, chips away at the foundation of integrity we strive to uphold. These small deceptions accumulate like cracks in a mirror, distorting not just how others see us, but how we see ourselves. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus warned against this erosion when he urged, "If you wish to be a person of integrity, let your actions echo your words." Aligning what you do with what you say isn't merely an aspiration. It is the cornerstone of trust, the bedrock upon which all meaningful relationships are built. Without consistency, trust crumbles, leaving respect fragile and fleeting. Consider the true cost of dishonesty, not only in the eyes of others, but within your own heart. How can you stand before the mirror with pride if your actions betray your deepest values? In Stoicism, self-respect flows from living harmoniously with your principles, and honesty stands as one of its most vital pillars. It is the guiding star that leads to a life rich with virtue and fulfillment. Yet, why do we sometimes succumb to dishonesty? Often, it stems from fear. Fear of consequences, fear of judgment, or fear of exposing our vulnerabilities. Stoicism teaches us that courage and wisdom are the antidotes to these fears. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, advised living as though each action were your last, free from deceit or pretense. When honesty becomes second nature, it liberates you, not only morally but spiritually. The freedom honesty grants is something deception could never provide. To nurture a life rooted in honesty, begin with self-awareness. Reflect on your day and identify moments where dishonesty crept in. What fears drove those choices? Were you avoiding discomfort or seeking approval? Understanding these motivations empowers you to choose truth over falsehood moving forward. This practice uncovers patterns and strengthens your resolve to live authentically. Another profound Stoic insight reminds us that external validation and material rewards are fleeting. Dishonesty often tempts us with promises of short-term gain, yet Stoics teach that lasting happiness arises from living virtuously. By choosing honesty over convenience, we forge a legacy of trust and respect that transcends time. Honesty, especially in challenging moments, builds resilience. It trains us to face life's storms with dignity and strength. Each truthful choice reinforces our inner resolve and demonstrates to others a steadfast commitment to principle over expediency. This dedication to honesty extends beyond external interactions. It begins within. Be honest about your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. Such self-awareness is essential not only for earning the respect of others, but for crafting a life of personal fulfillment. Now, let's explore another critical aspect of respectful relationships: honoring boundaries. While it might be easy to overlook subtle invasions of personal space, disregarding boundaries can leave lasting scars on our connections. Stoicism teaches us to discern what lies within our control and what is not. Respecting others' boundaries is part of this wisdom. It affirms their autonomy, dignity, and right to self-determination. Whether through intrusive behavior, unsolicited advice, or pressuring someone into uncomfortable situations, violating boundaries undermines their sense of agency and mutual respect. By committing to honesty and respecting boundaries, you embody the essence of Stoic philosophy, a life marked by strength, authenticity, and unwavering respect for yourself and for others. From a Stoic lens, attempting to control what lies outside our power is fundamentally at odds with the essence of Stoicism itself. Recognizing that each individual occupies their own sphere, both physical and emotional, reveals the profound significance of honoring personal boundaries. Yet, why do we occasionally falter in respecting these limits? Often, it arises from noble intentions. Perhaps we seek deeper connection or misunderstand the critical role of personal space. Regardless of motive, the outcome remains consistent: isolation, frustration, and the slow unraveling of trust. To nurture greater awareness of others' boundaries, we must first cultivate self-awareness and empathy. Imagine yourself in their position. How would you feel if someone consistently ignored your needs or trespassed on your private sanctuary? This shift in perspective invites us to engage others with heightened sensitivity and care. Respecting boundaries transcends conflict avoidance. It fosters an atmosphere of mutual regard where dignity thrives for all. Stoicism also champions restraint and discernment. Marcus Aurelius offered timeless wisdom when he urged, "Speak only when necessary and beneficial." This teaching applies seamlessly to boundary respect. Before acting or speaking, pause and ask, will this serve the other person's well-being? Such deliberate reflection ensures our actions stem from purpose rather than impulse or selfishness, nurturing relationships rooted in respect and thoughtfulness. At times, open communication becomes essential. If uncertain about someone's boundaries, simply inquire. Questions like, what's the best way I can support you? Or, would now be a good time to discuss this? Demonstrate your commitment to valuing their preferences and safeguarding their space. These small yet meaningful exchanges not only prevent missteps, but also deepen bonds through authentic care and understanding. Moreover, Stoic acceptance guides us in moments when our efforts to connect or assist are met with resistance. Not everyone will welcome our gestures, and that's perfectly acceptable. Respecting another's boundaries, even amidst discomfort, is an exercise in wisdom. It reflects the Stoic truth that external outcomes elude our control, and true contentment stems not from others' validation, but from aligning ourselves with virtue. By prioritizing respect for both our own and others' boundaries, we embody the Stoic ideals of wisdom, justice, and harmony. This practice cultivates peaceful, respectful interactions while propelling personal growth into becoming the finest version of ourselves. Let's pledge to approach boundaries mindfully, asking, listening, and stepping back as needed. In doing so, we elevate not only our lives, but also enrich the communities we inhabit. Respecting boundaries isn't merely about sidestepping discord. It's about crafting spaces where everyone feels seen, secure, and valued. Together, let's embark on this journey towards self-betterment. By embracing these enduring Stoic principles, we build lives steeped in virtue, respect, and integrity. Lives that resonate with fulfillment. Let's continue reflecting, growing, and drawing inspiration from wisdom that has stood the test of time.